you all right?
What's the matter with Belle?
Come on, Belle.
What's with her?
Hey, girl. You usually love being brushed. What's going on? Belle's not herself.
What's wrong?
Well, she was really below par this morning.
Notice anything else?
All I know is she's not the same old Belle.
She looks all right to me. But if she's behaving differently, it could mean something more serious. We should tell Drew.
Should I call a doctor?
No, Red, that won't be necessary. I've had this bad shoulder for years.
What happened?
I popped my shoulder moving these feed bags.
There's a knack to shifting those heavy bags.
Thanks, Red. I'll try to remember that next time. The only thing that's going to help me on this one is a visit to my chiropractor in the city. Max and Deborah couldn't have left at a worse time.
Belle's not really feeling well.
Look after Belle.
I can keep things afloat until you recover.
It's a generous offer, Red, but running these stables is too much for one person.
I can handle it.
It won't be just Red.
Yeah, and he's got us to help out. The Saddle Club will do whatever we can.
And I'll get Scooter to come in and help out with horses and stable maintenance.
We'll take care of it, Drew.
It'll be a cinch.
Is Darcy here?
Red, I need to talk to you about Belle.
I forget which bit I'm supposed to use on Penny, because I'm supposed to ride down.
I can't find my bridle and I can't tack up. Can you tell everyone to look for it?
Melanie, can you wait a second? I was
Why
talking
do
to...
ponies wear different bits?
Because each pony is different.
How?
Red, I think Belle's sick.
Stevie, can you give me a hand with these students? They need help tacking up. Got to call Scooter. Okay, listen up. Anyone who needs a hand tacking up can ask Stevie.
Well...
Okay, you've got the wrong bit. You need to go down the right one.
Stevie, do you know what mine is? Help me first, please.
There you are. I'll have you know, this place is becoming an absolute shambles. I'm going to have to look seriously to find another place to ride. I can't exist in these conditions.
Not now, Veronica.
This can't wait, Red.
Okay, what is it?
Garnet's stall hasn't been cleaned yet, and by the looks of the chaos around here, my lesson has no chance of being on schedule. You do remember my private lesson, don't you?
Oh, yeah. That can't be right.
It is, and it's the only thing around here that is on time.
You're going to have to muck out your own stall today.
You appear to be losing your grip on reality, Red.
What a funny horse. I think she's trying to make friends.
She'd be such a fun horse to ride.
Hey, girls, careful. Angel is trouble. She's been sent to me for training. She's been running away with riders lately.
But she's just playing a game. She's so cute.
A runaway horse is not cute.
But she's so nice, and she likes people.
Appearances can be deceptive. Angel is not to be ridden by anyone but me.
Oh, hey, Red. You missed a fun time last night.
You're more than an hour late.
Oh, I had to eat.
Right now, you need to wake up.
Ooh, I think I need coffee.
No, Scooter. You have to start working. The lessons are an hour behind. The stables are a mess.
I knew it was a mistake agreeing to come in today.
But you're here now.
What do you need me to do? That doesn't involve dealing with the little ones.
Stable work, mostly. Make sure all the horses get their hay and the stalls are all mucked out. Also, the hay bales that are blocking the exit need to be moved.
I've only got one pair of hands.
Oh, Scooter, please don't leave me to do this alone.
Ah, my generous nature will be the death of me.
Hey, girl. You look as tired as I am. You haven't eaten. Carole, she hasn't touched any of her food. I'm starting to get worried.
She's usually the first to finish. She looks hot and sweaty.
And I haven't ridden her for hours. Been too busy mucking out stalls.
We should tell Red that we need Dr. Judy.
Okay, through the barrels, not around them, and then zigzagging through the flags.
Red, can I talk to you?
Okay, this is just a trial run to get everyone familiar with the course. Does anyone need me to go over it again?
I need to speak to you.
Okay, once round for everyone, and then back in your starting positions. Can't you take care of it yourself? I honestly haven't got a moment to spare.
Okay, I'll handle it.
Thanks, Carole.
Okay, the vet is on his way.
His way.
Dr. Judy isn't coming.
But I thought you just said that
Dr. Judy's out of town for the day, and she left an emergency number. I called it, and the vet is on the way.
Well, he better get here fast.
They said he was leaving right away.
No, Mum, I can't wait. I need you to come and pick me up right now. Because it's just so unfair. I can't be... What? I can't be left here in this chaos. I'll go mad.
Mum, never mind.
Hi, I'm Veronica D'Angelo. I'm sure you've heard of my family. And you are?
I'm George Whiteside, the emergency veterinarian.
You're a veterinarian. You don't look old enough.
Well, I've just qualified. So I was called here about a sick horse.
Oh, that's great.
Really?
Yeah, I mean that you arrived so quickly.
Could you show me to the sick horse?
Yeah, of course.
It's just over here.
I can walk by myself.
Right. This is the sick horse.
I see.
Excuse me, who are you?
He's our new vet, Dr. Whiteside.
Where's Dr. Martin? He usually fills in for Dr. Judy when she's away.
Dr. Martin is at a conference. Excuse me. Would you please calm your horse?
Honestly.
It's okay, girl.
The vet's just trying to find out what's wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with this horse. She's stale from idleness. What she needs is more exercise.
Are you finished? Dr. Judy usually does a lot more
I'm
than
not
that.
Dr. Judy, okay? Belle has filled legs, one of the earliest symptoms of neglect in a horse.
Belle is well exercised. I ride her every day.
And perhaps the amount of exercise you give this horse is not enough for her. Every horse's needs are different, just like people's.
You make it sound like there's nothing wrong with her.
Just lack of proper care, that's all. I'll report my findings to the manager.
I'll show you the way.
Well, at least we know what's wrong with Belle.
Do we?
You heard what he said.
Wasn't he a dreamboat? We'll never see him again.
Not unless a horse gets sick when Dr. Judy just so happens to be out of town.
And Dr. Martin's at a conference. It'll never happen.
What if there's another sick horse?
When?
Now.
Which one?
We make it up, like Garnet's come down with something too.
Good thinking.
Do you think Belle's gait looks different?
She's not running easily.
She doesn't seem to be benefiting from this exercise.
I'm starting to think Belle really is sick, and the vet's just wrong.
Well, Stevie should stop exercising her at any rate. It just seems to be making her worse. I'm not riding her anymore.
Strange. Another sick horse that has nothing wrong with it. This is one of the healthiest horses I've ever seen.
Oh, it's so comforting to have your expert diagnosis.
And perhaps Garnet looks better because he feels safe with you.
Oh, I know I would. You're so good with animals.
And with people. I just feel so reassured with you around.
It's your air of quiet confidence that does the trick.
Girls, I'm a very busy man, okay? And should only be called to the stables on serious matters.
Yeah, I honestly thought this was serious.
Why else would we have called you?
And it's better to be safe than sorry, don't you think?
I'm extremely busy.
Oh, yeah, you must be.
What happened?
Belle's sick and has just collapsed from exhaustion.
Look, I stand by my opinion, okay? There's nothing wrong with this horse.
Carole, I think you're overreacting.
She's just collapsed. I'm sure by now you believe me that she's sick.
You might have worked her too hard. After such a long period of idleness, her stamina will only return gradually.
Stevie's been riding her for no more than 10 minutes.
I'll take another look at her.
I'm not so sure Dr. Whiteside knows what he's talking about in this case.
Carole, some respect, please.
I think Belle would be better off with a more experienced professional.
I agree with Carole.
Look, it's clear to me that unsupervised minors are threatening the horse's well-being. I might have to contact the Society for the Protection of Animals about this place.
What are we going to do? Belle needs a vet. Wait until Dr. Judy returns.
Just hope Belle can last that long.
I just know that Belle's problem has something to do with her legs.
And how are we going to help her now that Dr. Whiteside is gone?
Was he much help anyway?
At least he was a vet.
I think that Angel's getting bored of being cooped up in here. We should take her out for a hack.
But how are we going to get her out of here without any questions being asked?
Very carefully. I'll go get my saddle.
Gotcha.
Have you seen Scooter? Oh, he's got to be around here somewhere.
Is Garnet's stall clean yet?
Search me.
Well, did you clean it?
Did you want me to clean it?
I shouldn't have to ask.
I'll do it if you want me to.
It should be done automatically.
Automatically? No, I don't think I've got a switch for that. I'm just your no-frills manual model.
Everything is just a joke to you, isn't it, Scooter?
I've done my share of crying. But it's laughing I prefer.
Crying? What have you got to cry about?
Are you trying to make friends with me, Veronica?
I'd have to be pretty desperate to do that.
Not desperate. Lonely, maybe.
I'd say you're the lonely one, Scooter.
Why do you think that?
Because you're always so eager to talk to me.
That's because I like you.
Stop it.
I can't do that. You see, liking you is automatic. I've got no off switch for it.
Like I said, everything is just a joke to you.
Who's joking?
I don't know where Red got the idea that Angel is dangerous. She's such a gentle horse.
Webb was probably just saving her for himself. But you can't fool us.
Or stop us. Oh, no, you don't. This was my idea. I get to ride first.
But I'm the more experienced rider. I should test her out first.
No way.
All right. How about we ride her together?
I was just going to suggest that.
It's okay, Belle. We're here now. We won't leave you.
Stevie, come and have a look at this.
It looks like there's something under the skin. This might be what's troubling Belle.
I think you're right. It's turning the whole leg septic. Thanks for stopping.
I thought that ride would never end.
I can't believe we made it without falling off. Way to hold on.
Well, that's because we didn't lose our heads. We were screaming for our lives.
Angel! Come back!
We'll never catch her.
Let's head back. Maybe we should try and make our way home.
Which way is home?
Beats me. Good girl. She's too weak to move.
This is all happening too fast.
I'm going to call Dr. Whiteside.
It's Stevie Lake from Pine Hollow calling for Dr. Whiteside. He has to take my call. No, this is not a prank. This is serious. But the training stud is over our way. Just ask him to come here after. Oh, please, don't hang up. Dr. Whiteside isn't coming over here because of the way he was treated.
This is all your fault.
I'm sorry.
Stevie didn't mean what she said. She's just upset about...
What now?
Angel's wearing Melanie's saddle. She must have fallen off.
Yeah, well, doesn't surprise me.
Make sure Angel's put safely in the paddock.
You're asking me?
I'm also asking you to lend me your horse. Get off Garnet now, please.
What?
Please?
Dr. Whiteside, I know you think you were called out unnecessarily. I'm sorry I said the things I said, but this is an emergency. Please.
Melanie! Melanie!
What, Belle?
She's gonna make it, Stevie. You just have to believe it.
Where's Carole?
I don't think she feels wanted here.
But I want her to be here at a time like this.
Stevie, I am here. Take a look at Belle's leg. There's something lodged in there under the skin.
You're right, girls. It does have something to do with her leg.
I'm sorry for what I said. I'm so glad you got Dr. Whiteside back.
Could Belle have banged her leg on a piece of pressure-treated wood? Or perhaps just painted with lead paint?
The jumps are painted.
Well, that could be it. A splinter from a jump, and she's probably being poisoned from it. Right, the splinter will have to be removed.
What are you waiting for?
Maybe you should call to see if Dr. Martin's back.
Belle can't wait that long.
You don't understand, okay? I've never done anything like this before.
Help her, Dr. Whiteside, please. You're the only one that can.
Come on, George. We know you can do it.
We have confidence in you.
I'll do my best.
I think we're going the wrong way.
Well, I remember that fence.
All the fences look the same around here.
Well, that's because you're not looking closely enough.
Melanie! Melanie!
Someone's coming.
Help! Help! Veronica! Come get us! Yes!
Oh, she's so much happier. You did a great job with Belle.
Well, now that the splinter has been removed and the area is clean and dressed, everything's set to heal.
Thanks, Dr. George.
Thank you. You girls found the problem. And I was very impressed how much you all knew about horses for people without any formal training.
I'm really sorry about the way I treated you.
Well, you were right. And I am never, ever going to forget my first job. Bye, Belle. Bye, girls.
Hi. Why's the vet back?
Nothing now. But where have you guys been?
He rescued us.
We were kidnapped by a crazy horse.
Hey, guys. How did things go while I was away?
A breeze.
Piece of cake.
A walk in the park.
Well, looks like you don't need me here then after all, huh?
I hope it was never
Okay, guys, now let's brush up on some basics.
Oh.
Was that something I was meant to hear, Veronica? Some of your holts are not as square as they should be. First thing?
Sit deep.
Yes. Next?
Heels down.
Good. Next?
Close the fingers gently on the rein.
Excellent. So let's put that all together.
Hi, everybody. Pine Hollow, right?
Yep, this is Pine Hollow.
I'm Red O'Malley. What can I do for you?
I'm an art student. I was wondering if I could sketch some of the horses at your stables.
You can sketch Prancer for sure.
And Belle.
Not so fast, girls. It'll have to be run past Drew. I didn't catch your name.
It's Chelsea. Chelsea Smith?
Head on down to the office. You'll talk to Drew.
Thanks. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you girls.
She looks interesting. I loved the color of her hair.
And that nose ring was way cool.
My parents say body piercings are vulgar. And her hair was ridiculous.
Well, I'd like to get to know her.
I think she's after something.
Well, duh, she is. She's come here to sketch our horses.
Not that. Something else?
Like what?
I don't know.
Drew seems really nice.
Yeah, the Regnerys are an excellent family.
And what's your name?
Carole and...
And what star sign are you?
Libra.
And what's your name?
Lisa. Virgo.
And your name?
I'm Stevie. Leo. Are you heavily into astrology?
I think that when someone is born affects their whole life.
Hello. My name is Veronica. You don't need to know my star sign. I have a question for you. Are you here to sketch horses or to give us the 3rd degree?
Ah, Veronica. Let me guess. Scorpio?
Wrong.
Well, whatever your star sign is, I can see you've got Scorpio rising. And yes, I am here to sketch the horses, but I can learn a lot about a horse by talking to its rider. I can see where Garnet gets its spirit from.
This is Veronica and Christy saying bye-bye to Chelsea Smith. Or should I say Sherlock Holmes? What a Fruit Loop.
Veronica's kinda highly strung.
Carole's being nice. She's weird.
She's just Veronica.
Well, we'll see you later.
What are you working on there, Melanie?
It's my project for school. We're supposed to illustrate our family tree. That's my mum, and that's my dad.
And who's this little thing showing her bare bottom to the camera?
That's Lisa. Mum said she was such a good baby.
Really? How fascinating. How come she doesn't have any clothes on?
Well, Mum said she just had an accident.
What kind of accident?
Well, the usual, I suppose.
Well, I'm glad to say that it was never usual for me.
Hey, guys. What's so funny?
Oh, you? Well, the back end of you anyway.
Melanie, what's that doing here?
Oh, easy now, Lisa. You don't want to have another accident.
Melanie? This is a personal photo. It is not for public viewing.
It's for school.
Be quiet. I don't want to hear your excuses. You are so awful.
Wow.
You can take it for a ride anytime you like, Red.
Pretty powerful.
Develops 50 horsepower if you wind it up.
Wait. You mean it's like being on a cart being pulled by 50 horses at once?
Yes, I suppose that's right.
And you don't have to clean up any manure.
Scooter, you're too much.
I have to tell you, I could get used to that. Oh, yes, I could. Hey.
She's such a flirt.
She's not a flirt, she's a flake. I'm gonna go check up on Garnet. I just don't trust that girl at all.
Veronica, look at this.
Did Chelsea ask you when our birthdays are?
Yeah, but we didn't tell her.
See, I thought so. She isn't here to sketch the horses. She's here snooping.
Why are you so suspicious of everybody?
Have a look in her sketchbook. There's a really spooky page with all our details on it.
Did she show it to you?
We had a look while she was flirting with Red and Scooter.
Sounds to me like you're snooping. Why'd you go through her private stuff?
You know what's really pathetic about the Saddle Club? You're naive. You can't see what's happening right under your noses.
Which is? Try to make sense this time.
She's lying to us. She's interested in us, not the horses.
She's an artist. They have to ask questions to understand everything.
Chelsea is up to something.
Like what?
Well, I think she could be on the run from the police.
Veronica, go easy on the sugar drinks.
We need your advice, Drew. It's about families. Do you know much about separation?
Not personally. Look, The first step is that your parents seek counselling.
It's not about parents.
Oh.
It's about Melanie.
You're not saying it right, Ashley. I want a separation from Lisa.
You better start from the beginning.
Well, it was all a misunderstanding about the accident.
There was an accident?
Well, Lisa wet her pants.
You're not saying it right, Melanie. Lisa's mad at Melanie because Veronica saw Lisa's bottom.
I don't want you to tell the story. You weren't even there.
Nor were you. You weren't even born.
Yes, I was. I was a baby.
And you're acting like a baby now.
Whoa there. Hey, I'm very confused. Now, I want you, one at a time preferably, to start from the very beginning. First of all, when did this accident happen?
About 10 years ago.
Bit of a secret.
Sort of. Yes.
So now Lisa's positive.
Is she ever?
This is what I reckon. Find a good time to say sorry to Lisa. Remember, families stick together. That's what they're there for. Come on. I'm gonna go make a cake.
Do you bake cakes?
I make them, then I bake them. You know, I know a guy who knits.
Do people laugh at him?
Yeah, a little, until the first punch.
I'm trying to find...
Hi.
Chelsea, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to find out as much as I can about the horses.
I think that's the next drawer down. You haven't been level with us, have you?
I've tried to be.
Why are you really here?
I can't tell you that.
Chelsea, Veronica's trying to make trouble for you. Stevie and Lisa and I would like to help. You should let us. What's wrong?
Ah, Scooter. I saw you talking to Chelsea. That is her real name. Did you find out anything about her?
I learned a lot about her trail bike.
Typical. She's a real mystery, isn't she?
No more than the rest of us.
Speak for yourself. I've got nothing to hide.
Then you're unique, I'd say.
Oh, I guess that's why you get on so well with her.
I don't follow you.
Well, see, I have a background that I'm not ashamed of. But you and her, you have no background. Or at least none you're letting on about.
And why is background important? Isn't that what background is? It's in the background.
See, you're still not coming clean about yours.
Explain exactly what a background is, and I'll tell you if I've got one.
It's where you come from, your family, your class.
Isn't where you are now, though, more important than where you're from?
No. Pedigrees and bloodlines are what make you who you are. I mean, look at Garnet now. You can just tell that she's an aristocrat. Look at her magnificent form.
She is beautiful, but she's an animal. People are different.
Yes, they are. They tell lies. Animals don't.
Chelsea, we want to help.
Art is so simple compared to life. That's why I like it. You can make it perfect.
We need to know the truth.
It's a long story.
We've got time.
I never really knew my father. My mum left him before I was born and reverted to a maiden name. And Mum never talks about him. I never know his name. And now Mum and I don't talk much. Recently, I found a letter. And I discovered that I have a sister. Well, a half-sister, really, who rides horses at Pine Hollow.
What's her name?
I don't know. I just know the month and the year of her birth.
So that's why you wanted to know what star sign we are?
But don't you know anything else at all?
This came in the letter.
That's half of a heart.
My sister has the other half. Have you ever seen anyone who wears something like this?
Christy, can we ask you something?
Sure.
You sometimes wear a pendant of a broken heart.
This one?
Yeah.
Where did you get it from?
My dad gave it to me for my 8th birthday.
Did he say anything about it?
Anything about it? Like what?
It's just that Chelsea's got the same one.
Really?
And she said her father gave it to her.
She said her sister's got the other half.
So...
And that sister rides at Pine Hollow.
You're not saying this has got anything to do with me, are you?
It's too coincidental not to.
Have you told Chelsea about this?
It's up to you.
She found out the family had money, so now she's trying to con you.
So you don't think we are related?
Well, do you? I mean, surely your father would have mentioned something.
I wish Mum and Dad weren't overseas. I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm here for you, Christy.
Maybe I should talk to Chelsea about this.
No. No, that'll just encourage her.
But the Saddle Club know I wear this.
I think it's time I had a firm word with the Saddle Club.
Hey, stop!
Here's trouble.
Don't tell Chelsea a thing.
About?
You know what about.
Why not?
She's obviously a gold digger. It's the oldest trick in the book.
She's not playing a trick.
Can't you see what she's doing? She's turning you into her little helpers.
Do you have any proof?
She lied to us right from the moment she arrived. Why didn't she just tell us the truth up front?
I suppose she was scared nobody would believe her.
Exactly, because it is such a fairy story. And she doesn't even know the name of her so-called sister.
I think we should tell Chelsea that Christy has the other half of the pendant.
Don't you dare. Just keep out of this.
But it'd be so sad if they truly are sisters and Chelsea rides off without ever realizing.
I'm trying to look out for my friend here. Christy is my friend. And Chelsea is just a drifter looking for easy money. So you three can back off. This is none of your business.
I'm gonna tell Chelsea.
It's the right thing to do.
Let's go.
Veronica, you should step aside. Let Christy and Chelsea sort it out together.
Saddle Club strikes again.
They're trying to help.
I'm trying to protect my friend.
You're trying to protect yourself. Because you're afraid of sharing Christy.
Christy doesn't need a sister. I'm like a sister to her. She's staying at my place while her parents are traveling. We're very close, just like sisters.
Christy's got a big heart. There's room enough for both you and Chelsea. They're family, Veronica. Don't stand in their way. I know you'll do the right thing.
Did the Saddle Club tell you? And I'm glad that they did. It all adds up. It's the right birthday and you've got the other half of the pendant. Christy, we're sisters. What's wrong, Christy? Don't you believe me? You don't want me to be your sister, do you?
You could be trying to con me.
Con you? Why?
To get money out of me.
You think I'm making the whole thing up? You don't think that I'm your sister? You think I'm scamming you?
It's possible.
I've travelled all this way to be accused of being a crook. My own sister. Read the letter. I'm sure you'll recognise our father's handwriting.
Chelsea, wait! I'm sorry!
Lisa, I'm sorry for embarrassing you, and I want to...
Not now, Melanie.
We need to talk.
Has anyone seen Christy? I've done the wrong thing. I've turned Christy against Chelsea.
Chelsea rode off on her motorbike like a mad thing.
And Christy rode after her.
Don't panic, Veronica. We'll find them. Come on.
I don't panic.
Is Lisa trying to ignore me?
Looks like it. Families are tough.
Chelsea! Christy! Chelsea, are you okay?
My leg really hurts.
I can't move it. I'll go get help.
No! Don't go. Please, don't go.
It's okay. Calm down.
Don't leave me.
It's all right. I'm here. And we're sisters. Sisters don't quit on each other. We've checked all the trails. Let's head down towards the culvert.
No matter what happens, I'm glad I found you.
Whatever happens, I'm glad you found me too.
And we'll always keep in touch.
You bet.
No matter what.
First, I've got to get you out of this jam. There they are! Christy! Veronica!
I hope that's the cavalry.
Yeah, it's the cavalry. You all right, Christy? Better than all right. I've got my big sister to look after me.
I'm glad you found each other.
Yeah, that's what we just said. Thanks, Veronica.
Now remember what the doctor said. Though there's nothing broken, plenty of rest.
Thank you. And thanks for letting me sketch the horses too.
I'm just glad everything worked out in the end.
And thank you guys. I don't know what we would have done without you back there.
That bike is really heavy.
Nothing we couldn't handle.
And Drew phoned my mum from the hospital. And she's flying in to see me. She said she kind of misses me. She hasn't said that for a long time.
You can come back for a visit.
Try and stop me.
I'd like to get to know you better.
Me too, Veronica. Oh, and I've got something here for you.
It's beautiful.
It's pretty great having a sister, isn't it?
Sure is. You know what, Mel? I'm glad we're sisters.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I'm sorry for snapping at you before. I'll try to be more understanding when you get on my nerves.
Do I really get on your nerves?
It really gets on my nerves when you ask, do you get on my nerves?
Really?
Just kidding, sis.
Don't you reckon Pine Hollow is the best stables in the world?
You can't say it's the best in the world. How do we know?
Because I can't think of any way it could be better.
So that just means it's perfect.
Perfect? That's not so bad.
It's okay by me.
Suits me fine, too.
No, you and I both know that this is worth more than that. You're exploiting us because you know that we've got our backs against the wall. Do me a favor and crawl back under your stone.
What was all that about?
Doesn't sound good.
Doesn't sound perfect. Oh, you're such a good boy. Oh, you're so cute.
As you can see, we're in desperate need of foster homes. We can barely accommodate the number of rescues we have in already. And every day we get calls for more.
It's hard to believe that anyone could be so cruel to such beautiful animals.
Cruelty comes in many different forms. Abuse, starvation, lack of care. Some of these animals don't have much time left, but they deserve to know a better way of life for what time there is.
Simon, line one. Pick up line one.
Please, feel free to keep looking. I'll just be a moment.
"32-year-old thoroughbred mare, blind and partially deaf, rescued from slaughter." How am I supposed to pick just one?
Now, you know Drew's not happy about this.
Max said we could. He thought it would be a very worthy cause, as long as you were willing to help me.
Like I had a choice. Please, please, please.
Sorry about that.
Most of these horses ready for adoption, then?
Approximately half. Many still require some form of rehabilitation before they can be adopted out to a new home.
Which is where the foster program comes in.
Exactly. Max has told me a lot about you. If we had more volunteers with your skill, it'd really help.
Are you having much success with the program?
With some of the younger animals, dogs especially, we get good results.
What about the horses?
Last month we had 2 successfully rehabilitated.
One like this old guy.
Not much hope for him, I'm afraid. Too old, a bit unpredictable.
Drew isn't really like this. It was Max's idea, so we're going along with it. When Lisa heard about it, she's such a soft.
We'll see if we have any patience, I guess. We have a family.
What about this one?
Storm. That gelding's been so badly abused that he hasn't responded to rehabilitation. It's a real shame. He used to be a prize ranch horse before he was sold to his last owner, who's now up on cruelty charges.
Then what's going to happen to him?
I'm afraid we've done all that we can do. He's scheduled to be put down next week when the vet arrives.
I picked this one.
Lisa, I don't think that's quite what Max had in mind.
Please, Red, we've got to do something. I can't just let him die.
everyone in class has to run a business for a week and make a profit.
Lemonade stand.
Way boring. Think original. Think outside the square. Think entertainment.
Okay. Dime does tricks. We could put on a concert.
Dime bites. We could get sued. No. Listen, Ashley, I can sing.
Says who?
Says my mum. Besides, it's in our genes.
I took dancing lessons when I was little.
Move over, Saddle Club. Here come the ponytails.
I wonder what's taking Red and Lisa so long. They should have been back hours ago.
I know. I can't wait to meet Pine Hollow's first foster horse.
Well, personally, I don't understand why someone would pick a broken down old nag when Pine Hollow has an entire stable full of perfectly good, functional horses.
It's called compassion, Veronica. Something you were obviously born without.
I hear you can't even ride some of them.
There's more to owning a horse than just riding, Christy.
But of course, Drew. I just meant that it was very generous of Lisa to give up her time for such an important cause. They're back!
You guys just a little bit curious? Right, Red. Red. Yep. Good ball. Red. Keep going. 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 Yep, ball. Whoa!
Lisa is like bonkers.
Lisa, what about Red? Red's supposed to be the adult.
Yeah, well, that horse is crazy. Some people have absolutely zero sense. I really thought Drew was going to upgrade this place.
Yeah, me too.
These products are so inferior. Come on, let's go and get a juice.
Veronica, is there something you want to tell me about your saddle rack?
Actually, Drew, I was just saying to Christy that a stable of Pine Hollow standard really should invest in some higher quality products. You know, if you like, I could suggest some replacements.
Replacements wouldn't be necessary if everyone around here showed a little bit more responsibility. Do you even have an idea of how much one of those things cost?
Is this a trick question?
Contrary to what you might have been told, Veronica, money is not something that grows on trees. Now, I suggest you get out there and try to fix the damage that you've done. Now.
Drew was really mad. I know. He's not usually like that. But lately, yeah, I've noticed it too. It must not be easy running a stable this size. I mean, Max makes it look so easy. Maybe there's something we can do to help.
That's just what I was thinking. Okay, so what do we think of Storm? Isn't he beautiful? I can't wait to get him started. But Red says that we need to let him settle down a little bit first. A little bit? I can already picture it. By the time we're done, there'll be a lineup a mile long of people wanting to adopt him.
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself, Lisa?
All I need is to gain his trust, and he'll be ready to adopt in no time.
Are you sure you're up for it, Lisa? I mean, Storm's been through a lot.
What, because I don't have your experience with horses?
Hey, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because the people at the shelter couldn't rehabilitate him that...
Then maybe they didn't try hard enough.
Lisa, we just don't want to see you get hurt. You know, maybe the shelter has another horse that's a little, well, friendlier.
What Stevie means is maybe they have a horse more like Prancer.
I don't want another horse. I want this one. And I'm going to show you how wonderful this horse can be.
Should we offer to help? I don't think anybody can help that poor horse.
So we'll be here for her if she needs us.
Right.
All that fuss over a stupid old saddle rack. If you ask me, I did Drew a favour.
A new rack would look so much better.
I think Drew would be grateful. I really don't understand what Lisa sees in that thing. Crazy beast!
Leave him alone!
Oh, did you see that? That deranged animal just tried to attack me.
He's just afraid. In fact, he's probably more afraid of you than you are of him.
Lisa, are you completely blind? That horse is vicious. And first chance it gets, it's going to hurt you.
He won't hurt me.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. I still can't believe you were that wicked.
You won't hurt me.
That horse is a maniac. Can't believe Drew allowed it to happen. Imagine coming to the riding school with your daughter to see about lessons and seeing that animal there. I don't know what Red was thinking.
He's got a soft heart, and Lisa probably pleaded with him. If anyone could do anything with that horse, it's Red.
Nobody would be able to help that thing. But you're right. He probably is doing it for Lisa. He likes her. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a bit keen on her. Well, let's face it, Christy. She's more in his league. Red knows his place, and it's not with you. You're a Kavanagh. He's an O'Malley, please.
Veronica, my feelings for Red are real.
Come on, Christy. You fell over yourself with that vet. And what about James and Murray? It's just hormones, Christy. Get over it.
Gotta go. Mum's waiting.
You know, Red's a great guy.
Well, he's nice. Ordinary, but nice.
Matters of the heart are very complicated, Veronica. You can't just say, this goes with that, and ignore your feelings.
Scooter, I don't expect you to be able to understand this. Like Red, you have no background, no social standing, nothing to protect. You can do whatever you like. Fall in love with whom you choose. But families like the D'Angelos and the Kavanaghs, We have a responsibility.
To who?
To our families, our ancestors, and our children to come.
I think I'd prefer my children to know that their parents married for love.
I'd like to be able to think so romantically, Scooter. But life in the upper echelon of society is much more realistic.
You need to loosen up a bit, is my guess. Let the wind and life take you with it for a while. You might like it.
No wonder Drew's so stressed. My dad always says an untidy room is an untidy mind.
If he saw my room, then he'd think I was totally nuts.
We should clean it up. If we could get this organized, then Drew could see where the problems are and work through them.
Where do we start?
You're the expert on messes. Where would you start?
I'd get a big bin and throw everything into it.
Okay, I'll start on the couch. You just put those papers into piles.
Aye, aye, sir.
We should put all these magazines into the lounge. Don't you think, Stevie? Stevie?
Uh-oh.
What is it?
It's the bank. Max took out some big loans, and now they want to be paid back.
Well?
Pine Hollow's broke.
Whoa, boy. Calm down. Easy, boy. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on, boy. It's all right. Whoa, whoa, boy. Easy, boy. Lisa, if this is going to work, it'll take time and patience. That's enough for today. We'll try again tomorrow. Don't worry, Lisa. We're going to give it our best shot.
Best that I can.
Maybe we read it wrong. But it was there in black and white. But I haven't noticed any signs that Pine Hollow's going broke. Have you, Lisa?
Sorry, what were you...
Haven't you heard anything we've been saying?
I was just wondering how Storm's getting on.
Lisa, Pine Hollow's giving refuge to Storm at the moment. If anything happens to Pine Hollow, Storm will have nowhere to go.
Which means he'd be put down.
Don't, Stevie. Look, Lisa, you go check on Storm. Let's meet at JB's later. She's got it bad.
A new day has begun. The worst is over now, but the damage has been done. And you bear the scars of everything that you've been through. Now you have someone who believes in you.
Hang on, boy, I've got it.
Free like the earth, strong as the mountain. Free like the ocean.
You must be thirsty.
Wild in a storm. Free like the fire burning, brighter than a star. Free like the wind, whispering in your heart. The brightest star I know. I just wanna see.
There you go. Nice fresh water.
There within your heart, let your light shine for all to see. So you can be the best that you can.
Tell you what, I'll stand back here. I won't hurt you. That's it.
Wherever you find your home, you can take us with you.
Ah, you like those.
There's a place within our hearts, and you'll always be there. Your earth, water, fire, and air. Free like the earth, strong as the mountain. Free like the ocean, wild in storm. Free like the fire burning, brighter than a star.
I know you're worried. It's okay.
Whispering in your heart.
It's okay, Storm. There's no hurry.
The ocean.
I'll see you later.
Free like the fire burning. Free like the wind, whispering in your heart.
Last time on the Saddle Club.
You're exploiting us because you know that we've got our backs against the wall. Do me a favor and crawl back under your stone.
What was all that about?
Doesn't sound good.
Most of these horses ready for adoption,
Approximately half. Many still require some form of rehabilitation before they can be adopted out to a new home.
What about this one?
Storm? I'm afraid we've done all that we can do. He's scheduled to be put down next week when the vet arrives.
I picked this one.
Lisa, I don't think that's quite what Max had in mind.
Please, Red, we've got to do something. We can't just let him die.
Lisa, we just don't want to see you get hurt. You know, maybe the shelter has another horse that's a little, well, friendlier.
I don't want another horse. I want this one. And I'm going to show you how wonderful this horse can be.
Lisa, are you completely blind? That horse is vicious. And first chance it gets, it's going to hurt you.
What is it? It's the bank. Max took out some big loans, and now they want to be paid back. Pine Hollow's broke.
Ash, newsflash.
Yeah? We made some serious money.
Pine Hollow is broke.
What?
It's a secret. Lisa told me. They need money urgently. How much money did we earn?
30, 40, 45. A grand total of $17.45.
It's a start, right?
Yes. Okay, next step. How do we give it to Drew without letting on that we know about the issue?
I know, we'll offer Drew a loan.
A loan? Why would I need a loan, Melanie?
Because loans are made up of money.
And money is one of those things that
Loans are made up of?
Okay, sit. What's going on?
Well, Drew, we know
You were told.
by Lisa that Pine Hollow is broke.
I see.
Drew, we have $17.45 and we want you to have it.
Girls. Look, I appreciate the gesture, but it's not as bad as it looks. Really. Now, I'm sure you've got better things to do around here than worry about me. In fact, I think there might even be some ponies on this property that need to be ridden.
I did promise Eddie I'd take him out for a hike today.
And I'm likewise. Are you sure?
I'm sure. Everything will be okay. Go on.
Thanks.
There must be something else we can do to help Drew.
Yeah, but you heard him. He won't let us give him money.
But what if he were to find it?
I'll be right back.
Just so I'm clear now, you're asking me to resurrect your singing career.
Like you ever got it going in the first place.
Sorry, late. Milkshake, please, Scooter.
Start on this. We're talking business with Scooter.
Our business, singing. I thought we were going to discuss Pine Hollow being broke.
Ladies, now you know that I believe in your talent.
We need to make money.
Okay, all those famous singers out there now had to start somewhere. You don't begin with a platinum album and $40 million.
Then what are we looking at? Like our last gig? Here?
We got nothing.
You got exposure. And exposure is very important in the beginning. Look, I've got to go. I'll put my mind to it, and might I say, I'm delighted you've still got faith in me. I won't let you down.
So is that our plan?
Well, it's something. Stevie and I went through everything we have, and even if my dad let me dip into my trust account, we still only have a couple $100 and some cents.
Some cents is mine.
I have a plan. When Storm is back to normal, anyone can see what a fine horse he is. We could sell him for maybe a couple of $1,000s.
Storm is a foster horse, so even if...
What do you mean, even if?
Nothing. I'll get your shake.
What the? $17.45.
Morning, Storm. I brought you something. Pretty good carrots. Very tasty. very juicy. Come on, you know you want it. Yummy carrot. You love carrots.
Hello, girls. I'm here to see Drew.
Drew's not here right now.
He was down by the dam.
Oh, that's okay. I'll wait in his office. I've got an appointment.
I know that guy. He's from the bank.
Easy, boy. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Calm down. Calm down. Easy. Settle. Easy. Calm down. Whoa. Whoa. I'm going to try something a bit different. You work with him. I'll be right here. You're okay. Stay exactly where you are. You're doing great, Lisa. Now, very slowly, stand up and walk backward towards me. It's okay.
Bye, Storm.
Bill, please take a seat. Can I offer you a drink or anything? Perhaps a coffee?
Yeah. The moment Max took over the running of Pine Hollow, his mother was so proud. I remember that moment as if it was yesterday.
Really?
I should. I took that picture. Over the years, I wish I'd done the same. I was more at home on a horse's back than I ever was in any business suit. But the bank, that was in my family for generations. But that choice between the head and the heart is never an easy one.
Bill, we can work this out. Now, I've spoken to Max. If you could just postpone everything till he gets back.
Max has already missed several substantial deadlines.
But this course he's doing, Bill, it could put Pine Hollow on the map. We'll double the business easily.
I have never seen anyone put as much of themselves into their business as Max has. And if there were anyone I would want to see succeed with their dreams, it would be Max. But I have a business to run as well. I'm sorry. But I have already given you more time than I can afford. You have to come up with the overdue loan payments by the end of the day tomorrow.
To come up with that kind of money in 36 hours, that's impossible.
You know, Drew, and I've talked to Max about this before. The acreage surrounding Pine Hollow is very valuable. The sale of it would be more than enough to get you back on your feet.
That land has been part of the Regnery family for generations.
And there are several local developers who would offer you a very good price for it. Now, you think about it, and you let me know what you decide. I'm truly sorry, Drew.
I'm sorry, Max.
It can't be true. Drew can't sell the land around Pine Hollow while Max is not here. Doesn't look like he has a choice.
But where would we ride?
Stevie, he wouldn't do it if he didn't have to. Hey.
I was thinking about Willow Ridge. Well, Daddy said he could get me into Ballantree. They have over 100 acres of groomed trails.
But isn't there a 12-month waiting list for that place?
Not for everyone.
Drew hasn't even sold the land yet, and you've already got another stables picked out? How can you be so heartless?
I'm being practical. There's a difference. Do you have any idea how boring it will be to have no trails to ride on?
Mrs. Reg won't let that happen.
Oh, get a clue, Stevie. There's nothing she can do to stop it.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Okay, that's it. There's got to be another way to get Pine Hollow out of debt besides selling the land. Or singing.
If there were, don't you think Drew would have thought of it by now?
Well, he could raise the board. Or charge more for lessons. Or...
Stevie, those are all great ideas, but they're long-term. Pine Hollow needs money now.
I still say there's got to be a way.
I'm sorry you've come back to such bad news, Aunt Liz. Max wants to drop everything and come back home.
I spoke to him. There's no point. And I had a talk with Bill Ross at the bank. There's nothing Max can do to help the situation by being here. We need money, and quickly.
I told him we might have to sell off the land around Pine Hollow.
Look, Drew, what's important is that Pine Hollow Stables continues to operate as a riding school. So we have to take whatever steps necessary to ensure that that happens.
Including selling off the trails?
Once you've faced the worst and looked it fair and square in the eye, things seem to get better.
It's good to have you back, Aunt Liz.
Oh.
We'll get through this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get through this.
Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come
Okay,
on,
Lisa. Now try and get him to change his gait. Remember, it's all about tone. As you ask for the transition, step towards his hind end to push him forward.
And canter. Yes. Good boy. You're doing it.
Perfect, Lisa. Now I'm going to introduce the whip. I'm not going to hurt him, and he needs to know that.
I've got the article in my locker. It's about this rich guy who invested in local community projects. Turns out the press loves that type of thing. Well, there were so many reporters wanting to interview him that he had to hire a secretary just to schedule all the interviews.
Hey, wasn't he on TV?
Yeah, I heard his daughter even got a movie deal out of it. If only we could get him to invest in Pine Hollow.
Why don't you just ask me straight out?
Huh?
We're having a private conversation, if you don't mind.
I know what you're trying to do. Convince me to get my father to put money into Pine Hollow.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
No, it's really dumb. What's in it for me?
Well, we have had a lot of fun here.
Speak for yourself. The Saddle Club spoiled my fun most of the time. Nice try. But I wasn't born yesterday.
Hey! I've got an even better idea.
Which is?
A high-paying gig will help matters.
You've got us a gig?
A high-paying gig?
Well, don't look so surprised. I am your manager, aren't I?
Yeah, but you never actually managed to do anything for us so far.
Harsh, Carole. Harsh.
Where is the gig?
At the Sweetwater Mall.
How much are we getting paid?
$1,000?
$1,000?
Now, Scooter, take a deep breath and pinch yourself. What was our appearance fee again?
$1,000.
We want it in advance.
What?
You've let us down once before, Scooter.
Up front or no deal?
Huh. Right. $1,000. He must be crazy.
$1,000! Oh my God. Red, please. It'll be okay. He didn't mean it. You just frightened him, that's all.
I frightened him?
He made a mistake.
No, Lisa. A mistake would have been picking up the wrong canter lead, not trying to mash me into a fence post. That horse is clearly unpredictable and dangerous. I, of all people, should have known better. I don't know what I was thinking when I agreed to do this.
You were thinking we could help him.
Well, I was wrong. There are some horses you just can't help, no matter how much you'd like to.
But you don't know that.
Yes, I do. I'm sorry, Lisa, but Storm just does not belong at Pine Hollow.
But if you take him back to the shelter, they'll put him down.
I wish it could be some other way. But Storm has left us no choice.
Red, please don't do this.
I'll be returning Storm first thing in the morning. Until then, for your own safety, you are not to go near that horse. Is that understood? I have to go tell Drew.